Hey folks, Larry Winget here. Let me ask you a question. If you're in business right now, if you own a business, if you're an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, whatever, and I know we have a lot of you who follow us here, let me ask you a question. Why does your business exist? What'd you come up with? You know, way too many these days are saying their business exists to take care of other people. Wrong answer. Their business exists to make them happy. Wrong answer. It ought to make you happy, but that's not the reason that your business exists. Your business exists to make you money. Good. Businesses exist to be profitable. Period. That's it. No other reason. If your business isn't making a profit, then it is a nonprofit or a charity. And I didn't start a business to be a nonprofit or a charity. I started my business to make money. If this doesn't make me any money, you won't see me doing this anymore. It's the way it is. I'm in business to be profitable, and by being profitable, I'm able to pay myself so I can pay for my stuff. Too many people today, because of this screwed up way society looks at business, get in business because that's their passion. I'll do one of these on passion one of these days, but holy crap, what a load of crap. Business isn't about your passion. Business is about your profitability. Now you have to understand how you become profitable. You become profitable when you add more value to the client than the cost of his problem is costing him. In other words, if his problem costs him $1,000 and the value he perceives he will get from you solves that problem and costs less than $1,000, then he's probably prone to do business with you. The cost of your solution must be less than the cost of his problem, and the client must see that as a value. What value do you bring? Next question. Why does your business exist? To be profitable. Second question, what value do you bring? Now you think your value is, well, I'm special, and I love to hear people explain this answer to me. What do you do? What do you offer? What's the value you bring that I can't get from somebody else cheaper? Well, they can't get me. Trust me, you ain't worth it. That's the way it is. I am taking a call right now from Chris Widener. Chris Widener, I'm going to call you back in just a second. I am shooting a live video, and they're watching me talk to you to tell you this. So there, Chris and I are on top of this stuff. So what value do you bring that I can't get from somebody else? I'm telling you, you aren't worth it. Goodness gracious, somebody else is calling me. You aren't worth as much as you think you're worth. You aren't special enough to make me want to spend more money than I could with somebody else, probably, unless you are what I'm really buying. Now, I understand when people buy from me, they're buying me. And I have to work really hard to make sure me, Larry Winget, is worth what they're having to pay me. Are you worth that? Or can I get your product, your service, from somebody else? It will provide the same amount of value to me. It'll still solve my problem, and I can get it for less money. If that's the case, you're a commodity. It's the way it is. You don't want to be a commodity. So think about these two questions that I've offered you here. Why are you in business? And get honest with yourself and tell yourself, am I really profitable? Or I'm doing this for a ridiculous reason. Maybe you're better off with a job. I believe most entrepreneurs are better off with a job. They get business for all the wrong reasons. The only reason to be in business is to be profitable, so you can pay yourself, so you can pay employees, so you can make sure that at the end of the month you got more money than you spent getting there. That's it. And what value do you bring that I can't get from somebody else? And don't say that it's you. That's not good enough anymore. I just went to, I'm going to throw in a little something here as a little added video bonus here. I went with my son the other day to Carvana. Ever heard of Carvana? It's where you buy your car, used car. It's been through 200 points of check and so forth, checkpoints to make sure it's of high quality. So you buy it out of a car vending machine. That's right, a car vending machine. Put the coin in, car drops to the bottom, drives out. There's your car. They've taken people out of the process. I dig it. Anytime I can not deal with you, not deal with anybody, I think that I'm better off. That's why I always go to self-serve gasoline. I want somebody to blame for my lousy service, and that way all I have to do is look in the mirror. I'm right there. When I get lousy service at self-service, it's my fault. But I think we're going to see more and more of that in the future. I bought my last house using Zillow. My realtor, all they did was do the paperwork. I did the research. I knew more about the house he was showing me than the realtor showing it, and more than he did. The realtor listing the house didn't know as much as I did. I'd done my research. That's the way people are these days. Typically, your customer knows more about what you do for a living than you know about what you do for a living. They've done your research on you. That's the way it's going to be more and more in the future. So what value do you bring? Is it worth it to the customer? And if the customer doesn't see that the value you bring is more than the value someone else brings, they'll just go with the lower price. All right, think about that stuff.